I want to taste as much as I can. So yeah, the flight situation is, man, that's one of my favorite parts about the whole experience. And it's funny, you said something about community, like the community that you found in Wisco.
I can be kind of introverted. I do present as very extroverted, but sometimes I just want to be around the humans, but don't talk to me. So there's also this element of I can control my human interaction. I can be out, but I'm listening to a podcast and don't bother me. Writing, doing other things. So I just enjoy that space of like calculated interaction.
I'm an extrovert. I present as an extrovert. I'm like a social butterfly, but sometimes I do love to be in spaces and not have to talk to anybody. I just like the energy. I like the vibe. Like during the pandemic, I would a lot of times be in my magnanimous because nobody was in there. They were open, and I could be in there and like tuck off in a corner.
Yeah.
On one hand, be by myself and chill out, but also have wonderful conversations with Charlie and some of his folks. Chop it up over beer. Those guys are very informative, man. And just a good group of folks, man. Like I said, I can't say enough good about Magnanimous. But to your point is yeah, man, it was something about not only being able to be like an extreme extrovert, talk to everybody in the place, or tuck off in a corner and just vibe. Be sure to visit flydialogue.com to find out more about us, including our radio station where we stream hip hop 24/7. Yo, we're literally jamming as we speak.
Right? Like I've become this beer snob and I'm picky about what I want. And that's always not available. I have a sophisticated flavor I'm looking for, and it really is weather dependent. So even right now, I'm not drinking anything light. I'm looking at stouts. I'm looking at porters. I'm looking at winter ales. And if it also is on nitro, you have me at hello.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so West Coast integrated or Pacific Northwest integrated that, I'm a little off when I go home.
Yeah, no, for sure. So we met through KG, mutual friend. Shout out to Prolific. This was Homecoming 2022. Hampton. What is it? Pirates. Go Pirates, right? How are we all the Pirates? Like when I think of Pirates, I don't think of blue. Like I think of like red or something, but
no, it's blue, and we rock the blue and white.
Well, I mean, obviously I know the blue and white, but pirate for some reason resonates. Red jumps out, or like I digress. I'm not picking. It's just this. It's really just an observation. That's all I'm saying. I feel like red is more associated with pirates than blue. I don't see any. Again, big digression. You're far from that area. You came up in the DMV, right? You moved out to Oregon. What obviously Homecoming brought you back out to Homecoming. But I'm curious, like how many folks like get out to see you? You know what I mean? How often? I guess do you have the chance to show off like the craft beer mecca that Oregon is there in Eugene or in Portland, Tillamook, all over? How often do you get to do that with your Hampton fam?
I love that you asked that question. It's actually really inspiring my entrepreneurial side. So I would love to help facilitate experiences. But to come to what I call the enchanted forest, you've got to have a real rationale.
It's out there.
It's out there, and there's not a lot of us here. So the facilitated experience becomes critical. So I think in Wisconsin, I had that awakening that no one's coming to visit me. No, nobody wants to come to the tundra. Then to move to Oregon, I appreciated having had that awareness that everyone's not coming where you're going, and you're going to these obscure places. But I think that there is curiosity around the possibilities of Oregon. So I've had a couple of friends, my family friends have come, but that's really to your point or your great question about how have you enticed folks to come and experience all these amazing, just sort of unique attributes and assets of this area. And I want to help do more of that. When I was home, around Christmas time last year, I had the opportunity to go to the National Museum of African American History and Culture. And I was really curious how the story of Black people has been told, sort of in this broader national dialogue. And not much has been said, but there's such an amazing history here. The the footprint that we've left and continue to shape in this area, areas that we haven't explored or had the opportunity to really add our flavor to. I think that we have to think differently, and I want to be a bridge to build access to some of those types of experiences.
Bring the drums in and welcome back to September.
So what would you show them, like in terms of beer? Like, what if someone were to come out there? Let's say I come out there. We're hanging out in Eugene. It's gonna be tricky because that flight is. I feel like I used to fly into Portland first, and then I would connect in Portland and then fly to Eugene. I don't think I ever flew direct to Eugene.
Yeah, you're not going to fly direct. You're either going to connect through Seattle, or you're going to get a direct flight out of Portland and drive down from Portland.
Right.
But
That's what it was. It was Seattle.
I would help facilitate travel, so we would limit the amount of connections. I will say the Portland airport is interesting. I'm not going to give it a whole.
It's hit or miss. I've been in better. I've had better. You know what? Honestly, though, I haven't had a lot of bad experiences there, though.
So that's why I'm trying not to snub them. And then there's the Seattle airport, which is dope. And Seattle has some good breweries in their airport, too.
Sure.
If folks were to come, or when you come and others, it's interesting. I think of 3 key places I'd want to make sure that you had a chance to experience. So here in Eugene, there are a variety of whether it's collabs or breweries here. So for example, Sun River is one of my faves. I love them in there, and they have a great special release right now. They have 2 that I really love. The Shred Head is more of their winter, and that's a 7%, but it's really smooth and easy. They also at the Brewfest had their Thorns and Udders. It is a chocolate milk stout made with Oregon raspberries. And I was like, I'm not gonna like that. That's not gonna be my vibe. Delicious. So have to honor that Thorns and Udders. That was working for your girl.
It's nothing like an unexpected surprise, man. You gotta love it.
And I've noticed too, a lot of the seasonals that I jotted down that I have really enjoyed this season do center around raspberry. So that's something also that I really appreciate about this area is a lot of stuff is locally sourced and grown, delicious. Am I in that picture? Because I
was looking for you, literally. I was like, yo, this is a dope spread that they got here. This looks like a fun place.
Oh, yeah, it is. I literally just got put on to Sun River. Sadly, it's also close to the gym. So what we usually do is leave the gym and come here and talk about how hard that workout was. But no, this is a good one. And
burger and fries. Yeah, this looks legit. Okay. Was that Rippin', Fuzztail, Vicious Mosquito?
Yeah, Vicious is good.
Oh, these are beers. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. And the thing about, tonight I'm featuring my favorite more winter stouts porters.
Of course. Right.
That great winter, and that raspberry stout was working for me. And it's part of, and it also, I think, is brewed with their Cocoa Cow, which is one of their other milks, which is their milk stout. So,
an
unexpected win for Lesley Anne. I'm shocked by that.